Hey Willa, where are we at?
Which one?
Norway.
No, we're not. We're in Sweden!
In today's video, you're going to watch us explore and experience Sweden for the very first time. We're Americans living in Germany, and this is our first time to Scandinavia. We started up in Norway, and we've now crossed the border into Sweden. We're going to be exploring the western coast here of Sweden, and when I think of Sweden, this is what I think of. All of these amazing, beautiful islands filled with like rocks, a lot of trees, fishing villages, and just a whole bunch of cute, colorful houses. No oysters! We're here in Strömstad, Sweden, and as you can tell, it's a windy day. We've actually caught a break in the rain. It's been raining all night and for most of the morning. Our original plans were to hop on a ferry here and go to the coastal islands. And these islands are actually part of a national park here in Sweden. From what I've read, it's a marine national park, and so it stakes that claim because it covers a lot of water area, and there's like 2 main islands. But we've got to be honest, because we're so far into this trip, our energy levels are not quite as high as they were when they started, and so when it comes to pouring rain with 2 little babies and a full day in a car-free island, we decided to pass. And although that's a little sad because we were looking forward to seeing this, we're also really excited to just continue on our journey and see what's next. We chose to just drive through the city and explore. It's quite quiet today. There's not a lot of people roaming around. The ferry is getting ready to go. Let's continue on and see what else we find. Which one do you want? All of them?
Yes, I want all of them.
You guys, I kid you not when we say this, that is hands down the best bakery we've been to in all of Scandinavia. Okay, Tanner, catching you off guard, what are your first impressions of Sweden so far?
Very cute, tidy. I just can't stop thinking about IKEA, of course, but yeah, I would say that I guess being in the western coastal areas that we've been in, yeah, just a very like calm, tranquil, well-organized country, honestly. It's been really fun. And the people seem to be a little more friendly here than in Norway. Don't hate me if you're Norwegian and you think that's different, but I think that the Swedish have definitely been more friendly, even at the bakeries, the gas stations and stuff.
Also, kind of fun to add is we're now out of the high season here, so we've been really surprised because we thought that August was going to be very crowded here, but it is the later end of August and it's now like starting to be quite quiet here in Sweden, so that's fun. We're gonna go and look at a little viewpoint overlooking the harbor and probably see the Spielplatz.
That's right, they have a Spielplatz here. I can't believe it.
I can't believe it. That is where we'll be going next after this, but man, from a bakery, seeing the water, now we're walking in a little forest to get to the viewpoint. I mean, that sounds like a perfect Swedish day for me.
We'll leave it all behind. Won't stop till the finish line. We'll go together on this open road. Untether these wild
it started to rain and become quite windy up here, but this is Sweden, baby. Woo! Coming from Bavaria, Germany, all of these houses here look very white, not very colorful. There is some yellow ones and some red ones that we've seen, and the roofs are like an orange. That's what we're kind of used to in Bavaria, or at least where we live in Bavaria, Germany. But it's just fun to see. Like, I think it goes along with that look of everything being clean. It's because like it just looks so fresh because it's like white, it's bright, and it's like got a happy feeling, kind of like light, you know?
These wild hearts sleep underneath the stars. We'll go together on this open road. If we're only given one shot at this life, we gotta make it count while there's still time. We're on our way. We're on our way. We're just getting started. No stopping us on our way.
We're out here on the docks looking at these boats, the beautiful islands that are out here in the lovely city of Fjällbacka. We're really enjoying walking through this very peaceful little town. This one's definitely more touristy than Grebbestad that we were just at for the bakery. A lot more people here, a lot more like Airbnb type places that you could stay along the waterside. Really cute, picturesque place. And we've noticed a lot of people have like crab nets and stuff, like fishing nets and crab buckets. So I'm guessing that that's something that you can easily do. I'm not entirely sure, like maybe like out on boat tours or like even on beaches and area and stuff like that, but a really fun activity to do if that's interesting to you. We're gonna be walking to a rock that's caught in between like this little canyon over here in this mountainside here, this rock side I should say, more than anything, but it's just a really peaceful, quaint town here in Sweden.
Kick into overdrive, toss every fear aside. We know there's a story to be told. If we're only given one shot at this life, we gotta make it count while there's still time. We're on our way. We're on our way. We're just getting started. No stopping us on our way. We're on our way. Adventure is calling. No stopping us on our way.
Well, I'm up here on the rocks just above our campsite, and sunset is just happening right now. It's a really incredible view from up here. Just climb right up and over these little islands out here, just like pretty unique, bare rock, a little bit of trees. It's a pretty awesome day here in Sweden. Willa, look, it's jelly.
Daddy, it's a jelly, Mommy.
So fun story, we went to this camping spot. It'd been a while. We've done really good with our paid camp spots, honestly. Is this what, the 4th or the 5th? Maybe the 5th time, and it's been over 3 weeks. So we're doing good. But yesterday we went swimming, and then it was due time for sure for showers. So we went in after, and Tanner's like, here's the code for the showers. And I didn't think anything of it, so when the water shut off, I put the code back in, and I did that probably like 5 times because I just thought it was for like water conservation.
6 times.
So and then I thought after, duh, each time you have to pay for it. So what was it?
So it actually was a lot cheaper than I thought. So it ended up being 35 Swedish kroner for the
For
7
all 6?
showers.
Oh,
Because
so
I
I
had
don't
one.
feel bad.
I used one 3-minute shower, and you guys used 6 3-minute showers. So it ended up only being about 35 kroner. Oh wait, actually.
Oh wait, 35?
No, that's cheap though. That's cheap because that would be
Is that
almost
like
$3.50.
$3. Okay.
Yeah, so it's much cheaper than what we were thinking because we were like, oh great, this is gonna be like
a 20-minute $20 shower for 20 minutes. There you go. We at least got to enjoy, Will and I, a nice warm hot shower.
Keep me in the limelight. 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 I have read so the arms demons never once have I taken them down. Brush my lips with the lips of evil. Had its kiss knock me down to the ground. So keep me in the light. 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 I have tasted the poison of envy, and I fear that it's still in my blood. Even though that old cup is empty, it could easily be filled back up. So keep me in the light. Keep me in the light. Keep me in the light. Keep me in the light.
Hey, Noah. Hi. Holy cow. I always say that. I always say holy cow. Right here, though, right through these rocks. See rocks and water forever.
Frozen over in the winter. Man, this is probably like a great place to go like cross-country skiing,
Ice skating.
ice skating, maybe. I don't know. I guess over there it looks like there's some blue, so maybe. I guess, yeah, obviously the ocean doesn't
You're
freeze
walking
over.
on it.
It won't let me sleep. There's a cold dark memory.
We're following the leader, huh? We're going to be visiting probably the most famous area along this western coast, the Smögen area. Kind of make our way down the coast since we don't have that long in Sweden. But we are definitely enjoying what we've seen so far. It's just so beautiful.
Oh, it's recording. Here I am, like, posing for a picture. We've made it here to this very picturesque place here in Smögen. It is definitely colorful, lots of wooden docks here and boats, and just like a really peaceful, beautiful bay hidden in between these two sides of the rocks. And the area is just really cool. There's some jellyfish right down here, which is making for some quality entertainment for Willa. Yeah, I'm gonna geek out a little bit too and look at the octopus. I almost said octopus. The jellyfish.
This got away from me. A new world across the sea. The call of the mystery pulls me down.
Hey, my hair on you. My hair goes all over, huh?
So this got away from you. The sailing away takes two. The eyes that you're looking through.
What is that, Willa?
That's a mini. That's his house.
No.
Yeah,
It's a small lighthouse, not mini lighthouse.
This morning we've made our way to the nature reserve in the town of Lysekil. I don't know if that's pronounced right. I tried to Google it, but my data is just not working very well. We actually bought an eSIM here in Sweden, and sometimes it has a great service, And then other times it's not even working. So at the end of like the town, if you keep driving, there's a nature reserve, and I think that's what makes this place so attractive to so many people and why they come tour it. We've got here quite early. I think it's like around 9 a.m. and there's hardly anyone here. A couple people getting in the boats, but other than that it's really quiet. So I guess props to having young kids that wake up fairly early. You get to go to some of these sites without a lot of the crowds.
Hold me out, hear me out. Did you know that snowflakes design like none?
So originally we'd had planned to come here last night, but I'm really happy that we were just too tired to come because the water's so calm here, and it's just, like I've already mentioned, not very crowded, but it's so picturesque, and it really makes me want to rent a sailboat and just hop on the water. So the white sails just contrast really nicely against the rock and then the water. But being on the water in a boat would be really cool, and I'm sure just a beautiful way to explore all the islands. Willa, who dressed you?
She did.
I think we have 50 shades of pink with some pants to keep you warm, huh?
In yellow color, there's endless numbers between anyone, and there's no other love for me like you.
Kind of cool. If you continue making your way in the reserve, you come across this little area where there's like fishermen huts and a lot of boats over here. It's cool to see like the crab stuff and all like the fishing gear as well. So kind of fun. It's more in the secluded area, but kind of reminds me of our time in Greece where we saw some of the fishermen villages. Very quaint, small, but fun to see it here in Scandinavia.
And it's like the fog has lifted, and at last I see the light, and it's like the skies.
Not me getting emotional. Oh, you guys are so cute.
Leave all the world behind as towns grow small, as we float like snowflakes designed like none.
We just finished up having lunch here at Sundsby, and we had some Swedish meatballs.
Ice cream.
We definitely got some ice cream, some sorbet, raspberry sorbet. A really fun place to come here and eat. Beautiful day today. A fun atmosphere, like a little bit like more of an older Swedish style restaurant that they have here, with a couple of other places to sit outside. Bakery, the ice cream parlor, I think an art studio, and like a little boutique that they had as well. So now we're just going to be walking the 10 minutes back to the parking lot because the first one right next here was closed. It was full. I drove down about half a kilometer to make it to the next parking lot, but really a fun experience, and the flavors were... Well, the time has come here in Sweden. We're heading into Denmark later this afternoon. Overall impressions of Sweden have been really nice. We've loved the food, the bakery items, and we've really enjoyed seeing the different types of scenery along the western coast. We know there's a lot more to see in Sweden than just this side, but for the time's sake, we honestly just took the shortest way back to Germany just because it still is a fairly long drive to get from place to place. Highly recommend coming here. We've loved visiting, and hopefully one day we can make it back up to like the Lapland area to see more of the northern part of Sweden and to be able to experience a little bit more of like the forests and the lakes that we didn't get quite to see on this trip. So thanks again everyone for being here. We really appreciate the support. Again, if you haven't already, go ahead and check us out on Patreon. We're doing a trip cost breakdown of our entire trip up here in Scandinavia, including each individual videos related to food, grocery shopping, etc. So thanks again for being here. We'll see you on the next video.